We're live at PCBC West Coast Green, and the future of building is here. We're at the Halo lighting booth looking at the advancements in LED lighting, and what you're going to see is going to blow your mind. 2 years ago, the biggest problem with LED lighting was getting the right color. We want a nice warm light, but all we could produce was a blue or even green LED light. Well, that is a thing of the past, and today you can get almost any color LED light you want. There are three key innovations that are bringing LED lighting to everyone's home. The first one is the actual LED chip itself, and if you look in here closely, inside this light, that yellow square contains 72 individual LED diodes. The second part is the heat sink. Those LEDs produce a lot of heat, and this heat sink pulls the heat from the back of that chip and disperses it. And the third part is the electronic driver that steps down the AC voltage to DC in a fashion that's dimmable. When you combine all three of these, you get a high-tech, energy-efficient, modern light. And Mark is the product manager for the 100 series windows, which is Andersen's green line of windows. And so, Mark, I just want to ask you all about these windows and get the lowdown.
You know, it's a fabulous innovation from a market perspective. We're using our revolutionary Fibrex material to create this, which is a blend of...
All right, I'm going to stop you right there. What's Fibrex?
As we get wood brought into our facility to make a wood window out of it, it comes in chunks like that. So then we process it and we create sawdust as we process that material. So we'll reclaim that sawdust, blend that with vinyl, and it creates this wood pellets, or these pellets that we call Fibrex.
If I look at this 100 series window, up to 24% of this is recycled material.
Reclaimed material.
Reclaimed material, okay, great. And so, but there is virgin vinyl going into this. Is there any virgin wood going into it?
No, just the sawdust.
Just pure sawdust?
Yep.
Okay, great. And is this Fibrex material being integrated into any other Andersen products?
Absolutely. In fact, we started with the sub-sill of our Frenchwood hinge door almost 20 years ago.
So you have 20 years of documented history of using this.
Right, and then from there we converted that and used it in some of the other frame materials that we have out in the marketplace. So we literally have millions of lineal feet of this stuff scattered across the country over the last 15 to 20 years or so.
So it's tried and true. If I go out and buy a 100 series window, I don't have to worry about being on the bleeding edge.
That's right, we worked all those bugs out a long time ago.
So Mark, why would somebody choose an Andersen 100 series Fibrex window over just a vinyl window?
Well, first off, from an aesthetic perspective, we can offer darker colors on this because of the stability of the material that we have today.
Okay, so does it look more like an aluminum clad window? What does it look like from the street?
Well, from the street, it's got a very matte finish, so it doesn't have that shiny vinyl look to it. So it's got a different look to it, which customers really like.
Hi guys, it's Abraham at Green Building Pro, and we're with some of the leading minds in the country who are coming up with the ABC Home. It stands for Affordable, Buildable, and Certifiable, and it's one of the first truly affordable net zero homes being built in the country. And I heard something in this conversation that just absolutely dropped my jaw and floored me, that by the year 2020, California is looking to have every new home built as a net zero home. Can anybody else speak to that?
We're starting to see more production home builders building LEED certified buildings. I just completed my first LEED certified building for KB Homes. It was a LEED Platinum, excuse me, the first LEED Platinum for KB Home in Playa Vista. So when these home building industries start getting into it and building LEED certifiable homes, it won't be long before everybody gets into it.
And we have the idea that wouldn't it be nice if we could design an affordable, high performance, net zero energy house for about $300,000.
And as it becomes more cost effective anyway, it'll just start becoming commonplace in the market, and I don't even think by 2020 we're going to have to do anything different. We're starting to make our way there right now, and I think we can prove with this home that it's not expensive to build a net zero energy home, and I think we'll see it happen just because that's the good practice in this industry.
Well, we brought a roof integrated solar water heating panel to the U.S. about 3 years ago. It's part of our complete residential package. We offer the panel, the pump station, and the solar water heating tank for the consumer as a full warranted system, start to finish.
Oh, that's nice. You're not piecemealing things together. You can just tell me how many square feet you have, and you just specify it and get the whole unit.
Yeah, you have a really aesthetically pleasing system with one company that you're dealing with, a worldwide company. You have the real benefit to a simple one-stop service.
We're here checking out the Navien hot water and hydronic tankless system. And Mark's going to tell us a little bit about that. So tell me about the name first.
Navien, well, Navien is KD Navien is a South Korean company. And we came up with the name, the name stands for navigating energy through the environment. So the combination of navigate, then energy and environment, put the two words together to get Navien.
Okay.
So we've been in the market producing condensing technology, condensing boilers for about 30 years now, over in South Korea, and we're just new here to the U.S., been here for about 4 years.
You must be really new to the U.S. because I've never heard of you guys.
Yes, yeah, we're like 4 years we've been here, so we've gone from selling nothing to being the second largest tankless water heater manufacturer in North America.
Second largest in North America.
Yes, and what we're looking at here, this is our combination gas boiler tankless water heater unit in one.
So I can run a hydronic system and my hot water system all on one boiler.
All on one system, exactly. So what you would do...
That's why we've got all these fancy electronics.
That's why we got all these fancy electronics. So what it does is when you don't need to take a shower or use hot water in the bathroom or the kitchen, this system will revert to using hydronic heating to heat the house up. The minute you have a call for a shower system, this will switch over and give you hot water for your shower, and then let the radiant heating system just keep working until the time that you're done.
I'm here with Preston from CoGenerous Solar, an innovative combination of solar hot water heating and PV. So Preston, tell us about what you've got. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, it's a very unique product. The technology is that we have a series of flat mirrors that concentrate the light into this very small area of traditional photovoltaics. And on the back of the PV, there are a series of channels through which we run a solution of hot water and glycol that does two things. It actually cools the cells, which makes them more efficient, and it produces heat, which we send into the building for either domestic purposes, hot water, cleaning, showering, that sort of needs for people. Or on the process side, it's used for food processing, pharmaceuticals, any number of places where hot water is needed for cleaning, processing, fermentation, etc.
Is this part of the heat exchange here where it's mounted on the
That's exactly
aluminum?
what it is. Now these are the channels.
Oh, so the water's actually going to come right through
The water's actually
here.
going through these channels, through, and then the PV sits on the top here, and as it produces the electricity, obviously it's getting very hot. So a traditional solar hot water panel, it's effectively black paint on a piece of metal. And instead of having black paint, we're using silicon PV.
Expensive paint, but it works great.
It's expensive paint, but it's worth it because you're getting the
free
value
electricity
of a kilowatt hour out in displacement.